Thank you, Grace. That concludes your certification
Welcome.
for today. Do you have any questions for me or for the rest of the trainers?
None so far. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Grace.
Hi, good
Good
afternoon, Grace.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for sending your applications, and again, this will be your certifications. And again, we are looking for one of the best virtual assistant to join our team. So let me present to you Clint and Rowan. They will be the trainers that will certify you today. Thank you.
My
Hi,
pleasure. Thank
Grace.
you.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm good. Thank
Quite
you for
nervous.
asking. Don't be. Actually, we encourage you guys to be more, confident throughout the certification because, of course, we've been there. So we
Yeah.
fully understand. Just for me, just relax and just keep it conversational. All right. So my first question for you will be, tell me about yourself.
Okay. My name is Mary Grace Harina, but you can call me Grace. I've been a customer service representative for 8 years. First is I'm with Voyage a la carte. If you know, it's actually a travel agency that is based in Canada, but we used to cater different airlines all over the world. So I'm a travel agent there who used to assist customers with their flight reservations, modifications, and cancellations, adding baggage allowance, and seat allocation requests using a GDS. So after 8 months, I have been upskilled to be an SME, and we used to assist newbies and guide them till the time that they are ready to take in calls on their own. And after that, they've opened a position for an escalation team. Actually, it's a pioneer account. That's why it's growing too fast. So after 8 months again of being an SME, I've been upskilled once again as one of our escalation team. From there, we used to handle escalated cases and accept supervisor call from Tier 1 support. Then after 4 years of working on that certain company, um, I decided to try being an airline representative. So I applied to a certain company that is currently hiring that time to be an airline representative, and the name of the airline or the account is Scoot Airline. So I'm an airline representative for a year, and then after that, I have been upskilled being an L3 or Tier 3. In L3, we are the one who's communicating directly with the client. So if there's something that our client wants us to do, they'll be sending us an email, and it's also our role as well to send an EOD report directly to the client. So I am working with Scoot Airline for 2 years, but unfortunately the pandemic started and most of the travel industry and the airline had been affected so badly that time. That's why our client pulled out the account, and all of us were from that certain account were retrenched. So I don't have any choice but to find a new job and try a new account. Although travel account is really my first love because I need to find a new job. I tried a different account, which is my actually next account is United Healthcare, which is one of the biggest health insurance in the US. I'm a healthcare advocate there who used to assist policy members with their benefits and eligibility, calling out providers about claims. And I also have been with the provider services as well, who used to assist medical providers with the members' plan benefit information and checking if a certain procedure code needs to have prior authorization and will be covered under the members' benefit plan before they give out the services to the policyholders. And furthermore, I also have an extensive training with an agency working on a real estate company about lead generation, qualifying leads from expired listing, and for sale by owners. It's a short training though, but I can say that I really learned a lot from them because from there they presented us the tools that a real estate virtual assistant usually use. They provided us the script as well. We did some Mac calls, actually a lot of Mac calls, and they introduced us the process of buying and selling properties.
That's great
That's
to
all.
hear, Grace. That was a good start. Thank you so
Mm.
much.
Um,
My second question will be, what motivates you as a person?
I believe everybody's or majority's motivation, which is my family. My family is really my inspiration. I'm a former OFW, just so you know, but I actually use not to disclose this experience on my resume because I don't think that it's actually related anyway to the position that I'm applying for. But back then, 12 years ago, I'm just a quiet person. I used to just always depend on my husband, but due to financial problem, my kids are growing. I took the risk to work abroad and left my family here in the Philippines. You can see me smiling. You can see me on my Facebook post, but that I'm smiling. I'm happy with my friends, but I'm always asking myself, am I really happy? Is this really the right thing to do? And no one knows what I'm hiding inside because imagine the pain of leaving your family for work. It's really hard. So I always ask
Truly.
myself, um, is this really the right thing? But I believe being an OFW is not easy. Anyway, I work there as a domestic helper, just so you know. And I used to serve Chinese people, but I don't have any regret. I'm proud to say that I'm one of those because of that experience. It made me stronger and made me ready to face new challenges in life. That's why I'm very thankful that I have been given a chance to enter the BPO industry so I can work and be with my family at the same time, and also to prove myself that I can do it despite of my educational background. I'm not just a domestic helper.
That's
Yeah,
actually
for life.
that's a spirit, Grace.
Mm.
Actually, I think you are a strong woman. Okay, as a person, as a mother, and based on the experience that you have on the BPO industry for some time, um, can you my next question will be, can you give me an example on how you handled a challenge in the workplace before?
I was in our escalation team wherein I received this call from a certain passenger. Um, it's a passenger of Delta Airline actually, and she is requesting to like modify the ticket because her father passed away and she needs to go back to her country as soon as possible. But when I checked the ticket, it seems that this passenger missed already the departure flight, and it's Delta Airlines policy that uh, it's no longer possible to. I mean, the ticket is already forfeited actually because the departure flight was already missed. So I tried to explain that it's no longer possible, and the only option for this passenger is to just buy a brand new ticket, which is actually triple the the fare because it's a last minute booking. So this passenger is really yelling at me already and telling me that you're just sitting there with a very big belly, something like that. And I hope your father also will die. She's already
That's a
cursing me. And by that time, when I received this call, I'm still mourning because my mother just passed away. So uh, I I wasn't able to control myself that time. That I just cried. I mute. I placed her actually on hold, and then I cried because I remember my mother, and then this person is cursing me to that my father should also passed away. That's the time that my manager approached me, and I don't have any choice. I can no longer speak with that passenger. That's why my manager take the call. And after that, my manager took the call. Uh, the call went smoothly, and I was just asked by my manager to contact Delta Airline directly to ask if there's something that we can do for this passenger since the her father passed away. So I still tried to ask Delta Airline if it's possible. However, the Delta Airline is asking for some proof, like the death certificate, wherein this passenger cannot still provide because her father just passed away. So the Delta Airline really did not grant my request. So I tried to contact once again this passenger to inform her that we tried our best, we did our best, but it's really not possible. That's the airline policy that we cannot bend. And maybe that passenger just understand already what that we are just following the policy of the airline and just accepted the fact that this is really how the way it is. She can no longer change the flight or modify, and I just help her to find the best or the cheapest ticket that we have on that day. And actually, she also say sorry after that call because she told me that she just told that, or it's not her intention to tell that. It's just so happened that her father passed away. So yeah.
Just got carried
Uh,
away with his or her
yes.
emotions, but at least you be able to
Yeah.
overcame that challenge. And lastly, Grace, last question that we have is, why should we hire you?
Okay, you should hire me because I'm confident to say that I can give 100% of my skills and knowledge to the company. My experience as an OFW and a customer service representative, and also a subject matter expert who handles inbound calls and escalation calls and cases, made me ready to face new challenges. And additionally, the training that I had being a real estate virtual assistant made me more confident. Just like what I've mentioned, it's really an extensive training. They gave us a lot of ideas how to become a real estate virtual assistant. They introduced us how real estate industry work, and we also did a lot of mock call. So for me, with a proper knowledge and attitude, it's safe for me to say that I can handle every task that you will be assigning me. I don't believe in the word quit, because quitters never win. So I'm a very positive person. I know that it's hard. It's not easy for me to enter the virtual assistant industry despite my experience as a customer service representative, because I still experience failures, though I already have an experience, but I still keep on trying because this is really what I want. And there's no harm in trying, no shame in failing. At least I've tried and I did my best. So I'm a positive person, and that's the key for me to delivering great results.
That's a very well said, Grace. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll let Clint to take it from here so you guys can start the role play. Thank you, Grace.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Ren. Hi, Grace.
Hi,
How are you? How are you?
I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you for asking.
you're welcome. Are you still nervous?
Mm, not really.
I don't think so. I don't feel that way. Okay. Well, I'll be. We'll have a role play, and I want you to take a deep breath first. All right. Okay,
Yes.
just relax. And before we start, I wanna hats off to you because I mean, as an OFW, is not an easy one. It's not a walk in the park. All right. So just be yourself whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Perfect. Ring ring.
Hi, my name is Grace of Benter Keller Williams Realty. I'm calling about your property at 1238 Monte Carlo Street, and seeing that it was came off the market last month. If I may ask, is that still for sale? And do you have an agent that we need to talk to?
Well, yeah, it's still for sale. I do have an agent, but it's our contract is already expired.
Oh, that's great to hear. If I may ask, 2 weeks from now, if we find a qualified buyer for the right price, would you still be interested in selling the property?
Well, I would, yeah, but do you have a buyer?
Mm, actually, yes. Thank you so much for asking. We actually have number of buyers that are looking for specific properties, and
Mhm.
would like to check any that matches. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. And where did you find my number?
Oh, I actually find your number on that platform called Nexus Lexus, if that makes sense. Nothing in
Oh yeah.
particular, actually. Yeah.
All right. All right. Good to know.
Okay. The price of the property is at 520 grand. Is that something negotiable, or are you firm on that?
It's negotiable for a higher than the 520 grand, but for now, I can say I'm firm on that.
Oh, firm 520 grand. Okay, got it. And when the home sells for you, where are you planning to move next? Are you to downsize, relocate, or any plans?
For now, I don't have any plans, Grace.
Okay, that's fine. And when the time that it was came off on the market, did you have any showings and offers?
As I remember, there were offers, but none of those are successful.
Oh, I see. And what did the agent told you? Why the house did not sell?
Well, it did do not anything.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It normally depends actually on how the property is being marketed, so to attract qualified buyers. I'm actually working for Brian Salvador of Benzer Keller Williams Realty, one of the top 5% agents in the local market. The last property we sold was just a month ago, though most are saying that the market is not good since it's near holiday and most will wait till spring. There are several agents a month that are calling for specific properties. And since your property is not registered in MLS, we'd like to drop by and preview the property. Would that works for you?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll have my manager call you back ASAP. Is that the best number to call you back? Or is this the best
Probably, but
number?
Question. I'll just give you another number to call on.
Okay. Can I have your best callback number?
Are you sure? It's 513 three
Mhm.
two one 1133.
Okay, 513-321-1133. Is that correct?
Got it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for this information. This will be noted and I'll forward also this information to my manager. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day.
You're welcome. Stay safe.
Bye.
Thank you, Grace. That concludes your
You're
certification
welcome.
for today. Do you have any questions for me or for the rest of the trainers?
None so far. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Grace.